Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through. We have got bags, which we all know can be really good, can be really poor. Looks like this has come from Slough. Exciting. Actually, I'd be interested if any of you viewers live, work, or are around Slough, because maybe I'm getting some of your coins. Anyway, we want some of the coins we're still missing. We've got 3 Commonwealth games still to get, which is a little bit worrying. Otherwise, we are complete. Up to the 2021 Britannia. Will we find all 3 Commonwealth games before the 2021 Britannia ever goes into circulation? Let's get into this bag and find out. Okay then, into bag number 1. These bags are quite handy because I can reuse those rather than have to pop them into the soft plastics recycling bins. Anyway, right, this is the technology design. We don't particularly want this. There are some lower minted years, but I can guarantee we will get one of every year in most £2 coin hunts. Our first commemorative is Guy Fawkes. Fairly common one, you'll find plenty of those. Worth also noting, this is the 1997 £2 coin. It's the only £2 coin to feature, well, the only bimetallic £2 coin to feature this portrait of the Queen, because it changed in the next year, 1998. But there were tons of these made, so that is not a rare, low minted, valuable coin. But no, as we go on, we'll see what else we can... Oh, that's a fake. Immediately, look at that. Terrible. Yeah, the rims are too high. It looks a bit of an off colour. I know you can get different variants. You can just look at these and see there's some sort of variance in the colour of them, but that is way off, and the designs are all blurry and gross. So that is a filthy fake. I don't mind finding the odd fake. I've got a little box in my oddities box of fake coins. I think they're quite cool to sort of build up over time. If I got a whole bag of fakes, I'd not be impressed. But no. The exciting news since since when I'm recording this video, at least, we've got the VE Day anniversary, very common commemorative coin. Because as you know, I do record a little bit in advance, just so I've got a backlog of videos. And there you go, proving how common that is. Another VE Day anniversary. The Star Wars coins are out now. Oh, well, the first of the Star Wars designs are out, and they've revealed the designs for the other 3 coins. I'm very excited for them. I quite like the designs. I think they work quite well. The third one, holy Toledo. I really like the R2-D2 and C-3PO one. I think that's possibly the strongest design. Darth Vader and the Emperor is as much to be expected. There wasn't many surprises in that design. Luke and Leia I quite like. And Han and Chewbacca, I think, is a cool design. I haven't received them yet, so I don't have them in hand so far. Oh, Golden Guinea, our first one over face value. It's only a smidge though, not massively, so you won't be able to retire if you find one of those, but it's a keeper. What was I saying? So yeah, I'm happy with the Star Wars designs. I think they look really cool. I'm waiting to get them in hand so I can see them in colour, because I've bought obviously the variants with colour on them, which I think are very, very cool. Okay, this is Jodie Clark's 5th portrait of the Queen. We know this is going to be something. It is Charles. It's not Charles. William Shakespeare. This is the rarer of the 3 Shakespeare comedies. Check your Edge description though. It should say All the World's a Stage, which this one does. I don't think I've seen any error versions of the Shakespeare comedies, but 2016 seems to be a bit of a bad year for Edge inscriptions, so I do check them all as we go. But very excited to get my Star Wars coins and complete the collection. I went for the 50p's. I didn't get the ounce coins. They're the same designs. I don't really see the need to get the ounce coins in addition to the 50p's. Nothing else there. If they'd been different designs, I could have been tempted, but sadly not. Although, I say sadly, it's obviously saved me money not having to buy ounce coins as well. Charles Dickens there. Very, very common. Again, see plenty of that one. But now that we have found... Ooh, Trinity House. Very cool. but very common. Oh, and a couple of active unions. Apparently these have rotation errors kicking about, so we'll start checking those in the video. I do check them all at the end of the video as well, just to be sure. But those two seem fine. What I really like about it, the latent images at the tops of the designs, like holograms. They had them on the Harry Potter coins, but it was the same. It was 25 and the little lightning bolts on the Harry Potter ones, and they weren't unique to each of the coins, which I thought was a real shame. The Star Wars ones I assumed would be as much the same, but no. It seems to be that there's going to. We don't know for certain, but from the images revealed so far, it looks like they're going to be unique to each coin, which I think is quite cool. Okay, Jodie Clark's 5th portrait. Ooh, very nice. Navy Centenary. I think this is my favourite circulating £2 coin. It's such a cool coin. You can find the flag areas, but you'll find a little lump of extra metal just there, which shouldn't be there. We know on this one it's fine, but do check the portrait because it changed in 2015 to this one. This is the one that should be in circulation. The Ian Rank Broadley 4th portrait should not. And we've got Rugby World Cup there. Another one you'll see plenty of. But yeah, the latent images, or lenticular images, hologram, whatever you want to call it, being unique to each coin, I think, is the way to go. Really sad that it looks like they're not going into circulation, although most of us did already anticipate that happening. I think given previous releases, it was expected that we wouldn't be finding them in our change, which I think is a real shame. And again, you'll know from all my ramblings in the past. What? Mary Rose? Wow. Navy Centenary, Mary Rose. This is turning into a great hunt. There we go. They are the naval ones that you want to see, for sure. So yeah, I think most of us weren't expecting them to circulate. Although there's that glimmer of hope. If they did, I just think it would have been so good for coin collecting. I get, if there's no demand for coins to be minted for circulation in a particular year, that's fine, but what's to stop them minting 250,000 of them, putting them in the long store, and eventually there'll be demand for them. Oh, Shakespeare's Tragedies. Very cool. So check your edge inscription on this one. What a piece of work is a man. That is correct. That's how the edge inscription should be on that coin. We did, of course, in the past find a Shakespeare Tragedies that had the wrong edge inscription. We've got Shakespeare's Histories here. Excuse my sneezing. So check the edge inscription, the Hollow Crown. Again, that's exactly how it should be, but it does mean that we have completed the Shakespeare trio. All 3 designs, very nice. Just the £50 coin we've got to find, but if we find a £50 coin in a £2 coin hunt, I think you need to scrape me off the ceiling, because there's definitely not a coin you should find in circulation. It's one of those fine silver ones, I think, if memory serves. Not what I have in my collection. There's another Guy Fawkes, which is cool, but very common. Of course, some of them look like they say per member. There's no value in that, so don't even bother looking. Unless you specifically want that variant in your collection, or you want what seems to be even more unlikely, a remember. But no, just a slight anomaly on some of them. Another Charles Dickens there. That one's a little bit grubby though. Well, just going to show the rare coins are still out there, worth hunting for and looking through. I have every faith that we will find all 3 of those Commonwealth games. If we get stuck on just the Northern Ireland, I might consider wrapping up the book, but with 3 of them still to go, why not carry on? We'd only be hunting through the same coins anyway if we gave up and started the book afresh. And imagine that. Imagine starting that new book and then finding those Commonwealth games in the first few videos. It'd be galling, wouldn't it? There's another Shakespeare's Histories. Again with the Hollow Crown edge inscription, so nothing too exciting there. Trinity House again. Oh, I know what we need to do. Edge hunt. If we don't do an edge hunt, there'll be some people in the comments that get a little bit annoyed with me. So, £2 coins are the last circulating coin with edge inscriptions. If it says standing on the shoulders of giants, you know that would be a technologies design. So this one says one kingdom. That would be the Act of Union, united into one kingdom. Check for a rotation error. No. I must admit, it's not an error I've actually seen before. But I'm sure they are out there. No. Does that say Manchester? Does that say Manchester? Commonwealth Games! Commonwealth Games! Holy Toledo. If this is a Wales, it would be a very cool coin to find, but it is not one of the three I want to find. Oh, I see a cross. I see a cross. It is England. Wow. Well, there we go. That is amazing. Wowee. I told you the Commonwealth Games are out there. I told you they were out there. So you have to look carefully because the Northern Ireland has that little hand of Ulster on the cross, and sometimes it can be hard to differentiate. But the key thing is to look for a break in that top part of the uppy flicky bit of the St George's cross. It looks totally solid on that one to me, so I think that is definitely England. Yeah. But there we go, new one for the book, leaving us 2 Commonwealths to go. Northern Ireland and Scotland. If we can get that Northern Ireland before the Scotland, how good would that be? Obviously, it could be many weeks before we find another Commonwealth, but we'll just keep on at it because they, like I said, they're out there. They can be found. I can't believe I found one on the Edge inscription at Hunt as well. Very, very cool. I keep saying that I would love to find an NIFC £2 coin, so one of the ones that were not intended for circulation, like the Frankenstein £2 coin or any £2 coin released after 2016, because that will have an edge inscription which I am not overly familiar with, because I'm more familiar with the ones that you do find in circulation. So if we do manage to find an NIFC one, I think I would be a little bit bamboozled by it and would have to try and deduce what it's going to be. Right, the Jodie Clark's 5th portrait, what are you going to be? Army Centenary, very, very common, but check for your rotation, which we know is right, and check the edge inscription because it's 2016, for King and Country, all present and correct, so very common coin. Well, that's our 3rd Commonwealth Games of this book, which is very good going. It's our 2nd unique one. As much as a Commonwealth Games Wales is an amazing find, I don't need 3 of them when I'm still missing 2. When I don't need 33 Wales when I'm missing 3 other designs, I mean. Well then, this is the last bag of the hunt. So, links as ever are in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come and join that. We've got Charles Darwin there. There's too many Charleses on coins, that's what I'm trying to say. Ooh! Lord Kitchener as well. So we'll come back to him in a second. What is it? Links to Discord are in the description. There's also links to my other social media channels, and there's also the PO Box address if you want to write into me. Lord Kitchener, do check on the obverse, the type of the monarch's head. It should say £2 at the bottom, which on this one it does. If it doesn't say that, that is the mule error. So this is where the Trinity House head side of the coin, obverse, has been struck on there instead. So that is the mule error to look out for. It'll be a very cool, rare and valuable coin if you do find one. There's also links to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, who I work for as my day job making videos for them, so please do check that channel out as well. Another act of union to wrap us off on. No rotation error. Well, what a hunt, amazing stuff. I am going to go through the coins off to the side and here for any errors we might have missed, things like rotation errors, double die obverses, edge inscription errors. Okay then, on top of one of the best finds in a while, we also got this coin, so if we get it really close and turn it around, and you can see the wording here looks doubled. This is a double die obverse error. Very nice coin to come across. We find one every now and again, but not all that often, so a super coin to come across. Of course, one new one for the book, that is this one here, Commonwealth Games England, leaving us 2 Commonwealths to go. That seems more scalable than 3, so thank you to the coin gods for being so gracious as to allow me to have one. In terms of star finds, I think we know what the star find is, but a couple of other interesting curiosities too, so let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is. Let me know which Commonwealth Games you think we'll find next. I am going to be optimistic and say it will be Northern Ireland, leaving us just Scotland, the more common of the 4 to come across. So fingers crossed for that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.